welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we have a lot of tea. I don't know if you can hear me because I'm currently filming at 12:35 AM on the 23rd of September, Monday. I was meant to film this video a couple of days ago, and just to make sure that I don't go off track, I actually wrote notes and they're right in front of me. I asked on Twitter and on my YouTube community page, do you want to hear some tea from me, or did you want to listen to the time that I almost got sponsored? And on Twitter it came to an even of 50% for both of them, so thanks guys, thanks for voting. I guess my time in Porsche just got installed and it made a really big noise, so everything is kind of freaking me out. I wrote notes. I was meant to film this like 2 days ago, but it really didn't matter because I was just looking for a title, because the tea is about the sponsorship I was supposed to have. But anyway, it was a shady kind of situation, therefore I won't be mentioning the company's name, the product they sell. Just a disclaimer out there, I will also not be showing any screenshots. So if you're new around these parts and you don't know much about me and this is your first time watching me, I am sorry. Take my story with a grain of salt. I don't want to suffer any legal ramifications later on in life. I'm gonna be looking down because my notes are down there and I'm already way off topic. I'm not following the guideline whatsoever and I really need to, buy a better stand for the mic itself. Let's actually get on with the topic. So a little bit about myself. Despite being a small channel with not a lot of views, I've been in a privileged position where I get sent 3 games, foods and all sorts of miscellaneous things by companies in the past to review. I am grateful because most of them have been fairly positive experiences, so it's not like I'm entirely new to the concept of sponsorship or product reviews despite my size. It's flattering and extremely validating the companies deem your video is good enough or marketable enough. However, I've also been in a position where I've received some really questionable emails. This can range from MLMs, multiple level marketing, which is essentially a pyramid scheme, not something I want to be part of. I've been asked to purchase the products with my own money to review, or generally things that's not related to my channel or the person that I choose to portray it on here. If you have the misfortune of ever meeting me in real life, it's about the same as my on-camera personality. Let's get on with the nitty-gritty of the whole situation that happened yesterday. I wrote this the day after it happened, but obviously I didn't start filming this 2 to 3 days later. At this point I think it's 3 days later. Received an email from a company that seemed fairly legitimate at first glance. Probably one of the best business emails I've ever received actually. It was formal, had all my descriptions and video titles correct. It showed that they have done some research on me, which is nice, I must say. However, it's when nobody contacts me and they do when I need to do something. The products they were selling were not so nice. To summarize, they were essentially offering to sell microtransactions in mobile app games at a discounted price. I'm not fond of microtransactions to begin with, even though I've bought some in the past. It's a grey area for some, but I think it can lead to serious issues because if you have an addictive nature, most likely spend more than you should, and I see it as fairly unethical. If you want to hear more of an analytical approach to issues of microtransaction, I would recommend Jim Sterling. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys might know who he is already. If you want to hear about cases about how microtransaction has ruined people's lives, you can go through his channel. He talks about a couple of articles. I will link them down below if anybody wants to see them. So this company contacted me, wanted me to advertise a discounted rate of microtransactions. Does that sound right to you? But anyway, they offered me a partnership which was commission based, which I think majority of YouTubers do. You know how sometimes your favorite beauty guru might be like, use my code for 10% off, and sometimes they get a cut when you buy the products through the company. They might get a few percent. I'm assuming the larger influence you are, the more you get, or if you have better negotiation skills, then you probably have a bigger cut. You use their code, they get a cut, they get a commission, you get a discount, so people benefit through that. Next part, I'm going to paraphrase the email because I don't want to say word for word, because just in case for some reason they decide to watch this video, because I think even if you're a very loyal subscriber of mine or a great friend who watches most of my content, you're probably bored out of your mind by now, because I have my energy levels about here right now filming this. This topic is actually making me really mad, but I don't know if I'm showing it. I'm choosing to film this when I'm really tired because I don't want to show my anger on camera. I'm gonna paraphrase the email. This is part of what they will offer me and my subscribers. Listen, basically the terms will include, aside from the discounted price that they already provide, customers, aka my poor subscribers or friends in this case, because let's be real, most of the people that watch me are my friends. It feels really weird to call my friends subscribers, but anyway, subscribers, for the sake of this video, can also get a 2 to 3 discount coupon. So apparently they offer you a discounted microtransaction games on really big companies, which I don't think they have authorizations. I don't know how they can get a discounted microtransaction as a third party to a giant corporation, because I'm pretty sure some of them will never ever agree to this. If you get my drift. Do you get my drift? Okay, so keep in mind, you get an additional 2 to 3% discount if you use my code. Then if you're actually suckered into buying the microtransaction, the product, me, your girl, will get a whopping 5% from the total sales made in that transaction. So if you paid $100, use the coupon, whatever that price comes down to, I get a 5% cut of your spending, and it will be a monthly payment. And they, of course, they wanted me to not only advertise their mobile games already played and mentioned on my channel, but they said that I am free to advertise any other games in the future. I don't know about you, but I watch a lot of YouTubers, gurus, gamers, whatever. I'm interested in a variety of things, and I am very happy when people get sponsored, get your coin, and if I'm interested in product, I might whip out my wallet and purchase it, use the code for a little discount. But I'm always in the impression, at least for me, the people I watch, the bare minimum of discounted codes are at least 10% off, right? I feel like a standard like 2 to 3%, that's kind of low, don't you think? I have some gripes with the 5% commission. I don't work that cheap. I may be small, but I know where I stand. I actually know my worth, and I'm not gonna work for free. I'm sorry, mate. If I wanted to do charity work, I will actually go out and volunteer. I know it's hard to believe for some of you guys, but I do actually have a degree in business, and that was pretty insulting, especially with the condition of what this business might entitle, and that is why this might be speculations. I might be making this all up. This might be a story. Who knows? Usually I would just ignore the email, probably delete it, send it to some friends, and complain about it to them, and or post it on social media with the names blacked out. And have work this Friday. I was free and I got this email, so I have time to do some research on the company. Can't say for certain how the company operates because it's more technical. This goes without saying that if you are a smaller creator and you get approached by a company to do a sponsorship or review or whatever it is, you should always do some research before accepting it, especially if there is some sort of contract that requires your signature, because at the end of the day, once you sign that thing, you have to honor what you signed, and I don't want to be in that position where I am trapped by a contract. So what I do is, at the bare minimum, I will go out and research and read the terms and conditions. I feel like that's fair enough and quite a common sense kind of ordeal that you have to do if you want to work with someone. And even if I'm working with a friend, if it has something to do with monetary value, a contract is essential. It's best to have some sort of legal advice. I would much rather pay it forward to a lawyer right now than to suffer the consequences later. But I kind of went on a tangent there. I didn't feel right with this email sitting in my inbox. I thought about it. To my absolute surprise, once I emailed the app game companies to ask them if they were affiliated, I'm kind of paraphrasing. The emails all basically told me not to give out my personal information to these websites because they are no way associated. They have informed their devs, and that is why I'm going to probably hold off posting this video until something happens. So I decided to email a couple of the app companies to see if they have anything they'd like to say. Within minutes, one of them got back to me, telling me not to purchase anything from them, not to give my login details or anything. A lot more I wish I could go into detail, but I feel like I'm going to a territory where I shouldn't be. Think of it what you will. I tried my very best to summarize this whole situation, and I will actually be sending it to my friend to review. Is in the legal practice, and if he says no to anything, I will cut it out. In conclusion, a fairly long conclusion, this is a classic example of short-term investing has long-term consequences. Morally speaking, had I not cared at all, went and advertised for this company, would you guys even want to be associated with me? I don't think you need a deep level of understanding to know that this isn't right. Yes, money is great and can lead you to places. I'm not telling people not to take sponsorships. If you're a smaller creator myself, like I mentioned earlier when I went on a tangent, or planning to start a channel in the future, we are all tempted by companies who will take advantage of a situation because of our smaller sizes, thinking that we'll do anything for recognition, money, fame, whatever it is, clout. There's certain things, once you go there, you can't take it back, and your integrity and dignity is one of them. I don't want to be known as that person on the platform that will just sell my soul for pennies. I don't know where this is going. I did write out a guideline. I try to refer to it as much as possible, but I feel like these things just like annoy the heck out of me. And the past couple of weeks I've been getting just a lot more companies asking me to advertise for them. I do like a simple research and it shows up all the problematic things that has happened in the past. I don't just accept anybody, and don't get me wrong, once again, I've done reviews, I've got free stuff. I'm in a position where I guess I in a way I am privileged. I'm not that big. I don't have to worry too much about it since I do this for fun. I don't want to sound so preaching and I'm better than everybody else, but I'm just genuinely annoyed by this. I say that I am thankful and I just needed a rant. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and leave a comment if you have a similar experience to this. Tell me if you've had like nightmare sponsorships, or you've been approached by companies or MLMs or whatever it is. I'd like to hear about it because your story might prevent somebody else from doing something stupid for short-term monetary gain, because actually I don't think I would have earned anything, let's be real. I don't think anybody would have bought those microtransactions. I would hope not. Please tell me you wouldn't have. Can you imagine me advertising that? Would you guys actually use the service, or would you just tell me to get lost? I would hope it's the latter. If you want to hear more nonsense from me, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell for notifications. Hopefully I'll see you guys in a happier video, less tired, less angry. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.